guys, it's me, Rachel, aka Pretty Little Makeup Geek, and I'm here today to discuss Pretty Little Liars. Now, before I get into the most recent episode, I want to just say I apologize for not making a video for last week's episode, but a lot of stuff happened last week, and I tried to make one, so when I did try to make it, when I posted on Instagram that I was going to make it, my charger for my laptop broke completely, like, it's cut. And it won't, I tried turning it each way, I tried duct taping it, and it just did not want to cooperate with me. So, I'm waiting for, actually, I got a temporary charger right now, but I'm waiting for my charger to come in. But I got one for tonight so I could do this video because I wanted to do this week's. And, today I was looking for my notebook to do the notes for this episode, and I lost my notebook that had all my notes for every video that I was supposed to do. So I have to redo notes. Right now I'm borrowing my cousin's notebook because he's not here. He's out of town, so he might not ever come back. So I just stole his notebook that I found because I lost mine. So I had a lot of stuff on there. I was going to explain the Pretty Little Liars timeline for you guys. I had the PLL tag in there so I could do the tag for you guys. I had a lot of stuff in there that I needed. And now I gotta research the timeline because I honestly don't remember it because I did it 3 weeks ago. Figured out the timeline for Pretty Little Liars, and I had it down, but now I forgot it, and I have to just redo everything, which sucks. If I could find my notebook, it'd be awesome, but I don't know what happened to it. And then I think I'm gonna do a video reviewing the Too Faced Semi Sweet eyeshadow palette that I just bought. I'm actually wearing it now, if you guys cannot tell. I like it so far, but I feel like I should do a full review, like give you guys swatches of it and tell you guys how it is. So yeah, I'm probably gonna try to do all that. Once I get my charger, I'll be back more into the full function of it. But for now, I guess let's just get into this episode. I did want to discuss last week's really bad, but now that we're new, it's kind of a waste of time. It was actually really good. I had 4 pages of notes. That's how good it was. This week was kind of boring compared to last week's, but I'll probably just mix in while I'm doing it stuff from last week's and this week's of everything because you guys are probably caught up with it anyways. So yeah, let's just discuss what happened. So first scene, the girls are at the school, at the hospital part. And, not hospital, but nurse's room, that's what I meant to say. And they're all there going to give blood, but Emily is the only one that can't give blood because, I think because of the steroids she used, a couple seasons back when she got in trouble with swimming. And she didn't use them, but where they put it in the cream, put it on her cream that she rubbed on her body, so it was in her blood system. And they're doing it for Hannah's mom. That's what they're doing it for. Hannah's mom, Mrs. Marin. Oh, I'm tired, guys. I'm sorry. I'm really trying to do this, though, because I feel like I have to do this because I don't want to be a slacker. Because I said I was going to commit to this channel, and I have to commit. I'm not going to give up on this channel. I want to grow, and I want to become friends with all you guys and just have this, but I can't. I gotta keep it up, so if I yawn or if my eyes feel heavy, I'm really sorry about that, so yes, let's get into this where I was talking about. I'm sorry, guys. They're doing it for Ashley, pretty much. Mrs. Marin, Hannah's mom. Whatever you want to call her. They're doing it for her. I guess I don't know why she's organizing it, but I guess she is. Because I guess she has nothing else to do since she don't have a job anymore. So, yeah. So, just Aria, Spencer, and Hannah are the only ones able to give blood. And they gave blood, I guess, already, I think. They said, yeah. They gave blood already. So, randomly it just tells Mrs. Marin how everyone misses her at the church, and how Pastor Ted's been sad since she hasn't been there and kind of off, and not himself. Whatever, that's not important. I mean, it's important, but you shouldn't have messed up what you had with Pastor Ted. That's just my opinion. But anywho. Mike is seen messing with the fridge or freezers that have the blood in them, and the nurse walks up to him and says, "What are you doing?" And he's all like, I just want to see how this all works and what it's like, and I want to get blood. Just some dumbass excuse. And she's like, you need to leave. And she, like, kicks him out. So the girls see that happening. And then Dr. Locker's talking about it. And Arya, who was fine blaming anybody else's brother or sisters for helping A or helping Allison, pretty much is denying that her brother's involved. Because everybody else's brother and sister could be involved except for hers. Because she's Arya Montgomery, and he's Mike Montgomery, and he would not do that to her. But Melissa would do it to Spencer, and Jason would do it to Spencer. But nobody else but her sibling will not do it to her. That's bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm just calling it like I see it. That's so stupid of her to do, because she was the one that was like, Spencer, it's probably Melissa. Why are you being like this? And yes, that's Arya's voice. It probably sounds hideous. I'm sorry. I don't mean to mock Lucy Hale. I love Lucy Hale. But Arya as a character, I cannot stand. Except for her fashion. Her fashion's good. But her as like a person, Arya the character as a person, I cannot stand. Not Lucy Hale. I love Lucy Hale. She's so righteous, and only she could do whatever, and no one else could do anything. But yeah. So the girls talk about that, and they believe that, because in the last episode, they had records of Mike going to visit Allison. I mean, it could be A writing Mike's name on those sheets, but he didn't deny it, and he didn't confirm it, so it's kind of up in the air right now. And then Arya is taking a test, and she cheats off of Andrew. If you guys don't remember who Andrew is, Andrew, I believe, is the guy that helped Spencer, and then also gave Spencer Adderall. So, yeah. I think he was on the same Matt League team as her, too. Or debate team, whatever it was that Mona and her fought over. But yeah, that's who Andrew was. And then, after that, Spencer and Hannah are talking, because Hannah goes up to Spencer and she's like, I know you didn't get accepted in college and I did, and I really feel bad for mentioning this, but I can't get the financial aid from colleges and I want to know why. And Spencer pretty much reads the letters and stuff, and she says it's because they don't think your mom is financially stable enough to take care of the bill, but they think your dad is. So that's where that ends. So Hannah's putting in her head, oh, maybe I should get my dad to do it, pretty much. So my notes file, sorry. And then after that, hold on, let me get better adjusted for you guys. Okay, so after that, Andrew walks up to Arya after the test. He's like, I totally caught you cheating. What's up with you? And she's like, nothing, I just got distracted. I was on the spot. I just couldn't answer no questions. Please don't squeal on me. He's like, well, do you need a tutor? And she's like, no, I don't need a tutor, but thanks. And he's like, well, I wouldn't want you to get caught cheating. And he like walks away. I don't know if he was insinuating that he was going to rat her out, or insinuating that next time you might get caught. I don't know how to read the way he said that. But then she's like, you know what, yeah, I need a tutor, because I think she got scared for a second there. Which I don't blame her, because if she gets caught cheating, no college, that wasn't a fart, by the way, that was me going, just in case you guys was wondering. She got accepted to another college. I didn't write down the name, I'm sorry, but somewhere far away. That's all I know. That's all I remember. I'm sorry, guys. I'm back to being rusty because I was mad because I couldn't find my book, and I was mad because I had to write a new book and I had to go look other stuff up. So I did half-ass this. I'm really sorry for that. And I promise you, though, next week it will be better. I promise you guys by next week. So that's what happened there. So then after that, Talia and Emily go bike riding. I don't like Talia. I'm still a Allie and Emily supporter, because I honestly don't think Allie is as bad. And if Mike is helping Allie, I think it's because he knows she didn't kill Mona, and I think he knows who killed Mona. But that's just my little theory there. I think he knows who killed Mona, and if he is helping Allie, it's because he knows who did it, and he knows it wasn't her, and he knows innocent girl's gonna go to jail for murder, and a murder she did not commit. So, yeah. So, as I was saying, got a little sidetracked there. I just had to let that out. Talia and Emily are on bikes, and they're like being a cheesy romantic part. Cheesy romantic parts don't really, I don't care. I mean, I like them, but it's not interesting to me. Like, if I want to see romantic stuff, I'll watch a romantic movie, but I'm watching Pretty Little Liars. I just want to see A stuff, pretty much, and just see the messed up stuff. So, that part was boring. They just go on a bike ride. They go, and she's like, this is where I got my first kiss, and it was terrible, and I wish I could do a redo. And then she asks Emily, what's her worst fear? What's her worst fear? And I don't think she acts that to be sincere, and I do not trust her, but I'll get into that later why I don't trust her. But I do not trust her, and I think she's trying to figure stuff out about Emily on purpose. But I'll get to that later. So, Emily kisses her, and she's like, there's your redo kiss, blah, blah, blah. So, anyway, cuts to, Mrs. Marin being all sad, and Hannah walking in and asking her, what's up, why you look like that? And she's like, I had to give Ted an answer, and I went to him, and I told him yes, because I want to marry him, I love him, blah, blah, blah. But then I told him, and I had to tell him about Jason, because I couldn't marry him. I'm not telling him, or along those lines. I'm not quoting it exactly. And then Hannah's like, well, what did he say? And she said he has to think about it, which I don't blame him. If I got cheated on, and I proposed to you, and you didn't tell me the second I proposed to you, and you waited, and then you waited till you decided it was yes, but I don't know, I felt she waited too long to tell him, but that's my opinion. I'm getting a headache, so I'm going to try to do this real fast. So, she pretty much says he's going to wait, and when he's ready to tell me his answer, he'll call me. I think, and then they talked about college. Yeah, they talk about college, and she tells him, nope, I lied to you, that part wasn't up yet. Is that part up yet? I'm all over the place. Okay, so Arya and Spencer talk about Mike on the phone, and she's like, yeah, I'll keep an eye on him, and to Spencer, and then they start talking about their boyfriends, and she's like, I thought you were gonna hang out with Toby, and Spencer's like, he had things to do, I thought you were gonna hang out with Ezra, and she kind of like says no. So then after they hang up, Johnny walks in, and Johnny tells her that he has a job to do at the Hollis College to paint something, and he invites Spencer, and Spencer's like, I probably shouldn't go, and he's like, well, where's Toby? I thought you guys were supposed to hang out, and she's like, he canceled, he has cop stuff to do, and he says, because she's eating like a microwavable dinner, like a mac and cheese microwavable dinner, he's like, if you come with me, I promise to buy you a real meal. So that happens. So she doesn't say yes, but it just cuts to the next scene. So after that, I should put this here so I can think. Got my notes. So anyways. Oh yeah. So Arya's like studying or something, and a phone rings, but it's not her phone. She realizes it's Mike's phone. She sees it says a block ID, and she's like, block ID? Well, she doesn't say it, but that's probably what she's thinking. So she answers it, and it's the Women's Correctional Facility, which means jail. Women's prison jail deal. I don't I can't talk today. I'm really tired, but I'm doing this for you guys because I have to, because I feel bad because I didn't do last week's. So she is on the phone and says, you have a collect call. That's what you call it. I was trying to say it, but it wasn't coming out of my mouth. Collect call with, what was his name? Hank Mahoney. Now, she's thinking, Hank Mahoney, is that code for Allie? So she does the typical thing Pretty Little Liars would do. Instead of waiting for someone to talk at the other end, or, you know, whatever, she says, Allie, and they hang up. You know, I would have just sit there quietly and waiting for the other person to say hi. My opinion, though. But I think that was messing it up, just yelling out Allie, because you don't know if it's Allie for sure, and you're just gonna scare the other person on the other end, whoever it is, away and hang up, and that's exactly what they did. So they could have handled that better. There's a lot of things those girls could have handled way better than they do, but they don't know how to handle it. I guess it's because they're 17 or 18-year-old girls, but yeah. So then after that happens, oh, it goes to Spencer and Johnny, and they're pretty much talking about college and life and what do you want to do with your life. And Spencer talks about how when she was a little girl, she used to come here all the time for like symphonies and stuff, like the classic, and she thought she was gonna be a violinist, one of those like peoples. I forgot what she said. I'm so tired, guys. I think I'm coming down with something, but I'm doing this, okay. So, she tells him that. And that's really much. And then I think it cuts to the next part. Yep, I think so. Yeah. And then Mike and Aria. Okay, so after that phone call, Aria goes up to Mike's room, and Mike is like working out, and he's like shirtless, and it's just like, oh my god. Like, that boy is not a little boy. That's for sure. It's like weird because I started watching this like when the show first started, and he was like so young and so like not as cute as the other guys because he was like a little kid. Like he wasn't as hot. I shouldn't say cute. He wasn't as hot as the other guys because the other guys were hot. Well, not Jason. Toby wasn't that hot to start either for me. That's my opinion. He slowly got hot too. But Mike, just out of nowhere's that body. I can't. I literally can't. Like I'm talking like a Tumblr user. I literally can't with that body. But she knocks on the door, and Mike answers shirtless, which was like the best part. Was I stopped taking notes and I just looked at the TV after that. And she pretty much tells him, "Why is Allison calling you? Why are you still doing this? I told you to stop. You're not listening. Do you know what Allie could do to you? There's a lot she could do. Do you know she's capable of murder? Blah, 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 blah. And what is this all about?" And he says, "I don't have to tell you anything." And he closes the door on her.